Good evening, one and all, and welcome to the earnings for Virgin Galactic, my favourite stock in all the world, SPCE, the new logo you see on the screen. We are ready and waiting. The earnings will start when the clock reaches 0. You're in the right place. Leave your comments, share the video, click subscribe, like. We are going to have the earnings live debate. We listen in, grab a whiskey. Thanks for being here. Apologies for not making the after the closing bell show. I was doing an in-person fundraiser gig where we raised an absolute fortune. Approaching $100,000 today was raised at the live event I did. It was great, a lot of fun, but now it's back to business. Virgin Galactic, it's coming up very soon. Get your comments in. We'll have a debate at the end of the show, but during the show we just listen in and live debate coming up at the end. Sit back and relax, get a drink in, subscribe, ring the bell. Virgin Galactic Holdings earnings coming up in 12 minutes. Did you catch the bounce earlier? Huge bounce. Let me show you the bounce. Here we go. Look, this is what happened earlier. I set a trade at 8.20 and I got it. It was perfect. 200 shares were sold. I trimmed back, took some profit off the top, and here we are. So look out for a big, very volatile, explosive night tonight. As you can see, the buying's coming in, the selling's coming in. It's all happening here with the Virgin Galactic earnings report. Sit back and relax. Showtime is not far away. Welcome guys to the after hours earnings report for SPCE, Virgin Galactic, and thanks to Market Profit, we did have some very useful news that just came in. Thank you very much indeed. Let's have a look. He said analysts were expecting a $96 million loss, and they only lost $81 million in the fourth quarter. Well, we are a rocket company. We are spending money. We know we're going to lose money at this time. It's inevitable. It's like building the train, the railways, like building airports. It costs money, so that's okay. Only 20. Hang on. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Analysts were expecting $96 million loss, and they only lost $81 million in the fourth quarter. So that's a move in the right direction. Only 21 customer deposits so far out of 1,000 tickets available. That's not good news, of course, but I'm not surprised because it's a long way off. You're not flying this year, so that doesn't surprise me too much. Oh, you're live already. Yes, I'm live. Here I am. I'm absolutely live. We've got 3 minutes to go before the earnings report starts. When it starts, I'll be quiet and we'll listen in. I'll be in the background listening intently, just looking over the earnings reports. It looks pretty bleak. Surprised it jumped in the after hours on those numbers. I'm not surprised because we know we're losing money. This is something for the future, and when it does its next flight, we know it'll pop up. What was the price in the after hours? I'll show you right now. Let's bring it up for you. We're waiting for the earnings to start. Here's the price right now, as you can see. Market Profit, I took your advice here. As you remember this morning, I set a limit order. You'll be proud of me. I set a limit order for 8:20, and while I was packing up the show, because as you know I was doing an in-person fundraiser, I looked on my phone and I saw it pop, and it went to 8:30 and obviously triggered the sale at 8:20. So I sold 200 shares 8:20 and trimmed it back, so I'm very happy with that. That was very nice. So that was your little tip there. I took it, I decided to do it that way, and it worked very well indeed. All right, okay. It's trading at 8.18 right now, but closed at 7.82 during trading hours. Not too bad. Good man. Yes, it was very good. Thank you much indeed. 1 minute 46 to go. Let's listen in. Yeah, we're still playing background music on Virgin Galactic, so I'll bring it in as soon as we get it. Closed my short position at 7.79. Congratulations to you. Let me turn my camera around now, because I'm going to be listening in with you, and we'll have a debate at the end. How are you all doing? For those of you that are interested, that follow my music, today I was raising money for Northwood Ladies, who support a lot of charities in Dallas, and we raised over $100,000 this afternoon for my gig. People were tipping me money to sing special songs, and over 100 grand, absolutely fantastic, was raised. Amazing day. All right, that's where I've been. That's why I couldn't do the closing bell for you. We're just waiting for the earnings to start. We've got it ready to go. As soon as we get it, I'll bring it to you. If you've just tuned in, smash the like button, subscribe, ring the bell. It's due to go live at when the clock reaches 0. These things are normally spot on time. Not spot on, they're normally 1 or 2 seconds late, but pretty spot on. So we're listening in right now. So what we'll do, we'll clear the clock. There we go. I will take out the music. So we're now waiting. We could be going now. No, not just yet. I'm listening in. Any second now. They're playing music at the moment, as they always do. Their audio is never great, but we enhance it as best we can. And we're just listening in now. We're waiting for the earnings report to begin. They're playing music. The stock is still rising. I will sell more when it goes over 850. We're trimming down on the way up. It's 26% of my portfolio now. It needs to be trimmed. We're waiting for the earnings report to start. I've got it ready to go. So we're just waiting now for the market to begin, for the earnings report to begin. Leave your comments in the chat, please. Subscribe and ring the bell. Give us a thumbs up. We'll be listening in when it starts, showing you the prices. Debate at the end. As Market Profit has said, the report is out. This is just a presentation. But, oh, it's gone quiet. No, they're playing some music. I never understand why these things aren't spot on time. They're kind of important, right? But they always go, they're pretty close, but they're never spot on time. I've never had one go more than a minute or two. We're just coming up to 2 minutes now. And we're just waiting. I'll bring it to you. This is the pretty music they're playing. You can hear it there. And as soon as it stops playing the music, I will give it to you. So you've got time now just to smash the like button, leave your comments. Oh, okay, here we go. No, they teased me then. They stopped the music, and then they went and played it again. Quick sip of tea. You won't miss anything. Stick right with me. I'll bring it to you live. They're still playing background music. The moment that finishes, you will hear it. Here is the price right now. Almost. Yes, almost indeed. We're watching the chart as well, as you can see. I think this is good for the stock. They've sold some tickets, and they've also they've reduced their losses, which I regard as a good thing. You can see it hasn't refreshed yet on Robinhood, even though Market Profit says he's read it. We're waiting for it to go live. This is the Virgin Galactic SPC live earnings. Hi all, we're just waiting. Smash the like button. Let's get to 20 likes before it starts. They are running late. It should start at 4 o'clock. It's gone 4 o'clock. They're playing music. This is what they're playing. That's what they're playing. I keep muting that. I don't want to get copyright. Hey Beatles and Vapes. Let's bring everybody in. Hi Moose. You may remember Market Profit likes the, as you do, like the limit orders, limit sales. I set one today at 8:20 and it triggered. It went to 8:30 as I was packing the gear up from the show this afternoon, which we raised over $100,000 for charity, which is great. As I was packing up, I looked at my phone and saw I got a sale. So I cleared away 200 shares, made a profit on it, and I was very happy with that. Welcome everybody. Okay, we might be going now. No. There's the music. They paused and went in again. MetaSwipe. I'm so glad my company today would bought 40,000 more shares today. Very, very nice. MetaSwipe. Hi, everyone. We're waiting for it to begin. Here's the price right now. Here's the charts. As soon as I get information, I shall bring it to you. You can't go anywhere else and hear it anywhere else quicker. This is where it comes first. And I enhanced the audio to make it sound as good as it can. It's never great. Rory Murphy is here. I'm still here. Rory Murphy. Hello, Rory Murphy. How are you? Had a nibble at 770. Very, very nice. We're just waiting now. I'm very surprised and disappointed with Virgin Galactic being this late. I feel you should be on time for these things. For me, it's unforgivable that you're late. No one's been precisely on time. Normally, it's a few seconds. The worst was 2 minutes. This is 5 minutes late. It's very, very bad. I think a company should, on earnings, only 4 times a year, you should be spot on time, to the second, in fact. It's only a phone in. They've got less technology going on than I have. They're just phoning in. Yes, especially being a rocket company, you'd think so, wouldn't you? It's not too difficult, I don't think, to be on time. And even if someone was delayed, which would be unforgivable, you should be in the building ready to go in the morning of an event like this. If you are going to be late, you can still phone in and other people could take your place. There should be no reason whatsoever to be late. Anyway. Right, we're going quiet now. No, they keep thinking they're going to go live and then they don't. So that maybe they're trying to sell some more tickets. This is what I can hear. As you can see, just a little bit of background music. So if you've just tuned in, we are waiting for the earnings live debate to start. They are playing some background music. You have not missed anything. There's no point looking somewhere else. It hasn't begun. I can assure you it hasn't begun. The live debate, the live earnings will start the moment someone picks up the phone and starts speaking. Market profit, I can show that. YouTube spammed it out, but I don't mind. That's funny. Yes, it's actually terrible. They're late. So if you just tuned in, we're waiting for the earnings report to start. I am not in the wrong place. I am listening to the earnings report. They're playing music at the moment, and I can assure you we are ready to go. We're just waiting for them. This is the music they're playing. Here it is. That's what's running in the background. Do they give us any projections, etc.? Well, we'll see shortly. This is the price right now. We got a pop today. Martin, I'm glad your order limit. Yes, it was set at 8:20 and it went to 8:30, so it popped. And of course, to be at 8:20, it'd have to go to 8:22. So I was virtually spot on with that. I just trimmed it back a bit. It wasn't a complete sale. It was just 200 shares, but nevertheless. Yes, Moose got out at the nick of time before close. It sure got hammered today. All the figures are on the Investors Relations page. Thank you, Rory. Okay, they've gone quiet. Are we going to go now? No. They teased us again then. This is the music. That's what they're playing. They faded it out and they brought it in again. I am very disappointed at Virgin Galactic going late. I think it's unforgivable, to be quite honest. For $1 billion company, you should be able to go on time. No question. All the figures are on the Investors Relations page. Of course, the figures are out, but we still want to hear from people. That's why we do these events. What does everyone think? Let's do a debate. Let's do a poll while we're waiting. You're not missing anything if you just tuned in. People are coming in and going thinking that I'm not playing it. I am. We're just not getting the earnings report yet. They're just not playing it yet. Thank you very much indeed for the subscriber who just subscribed to me. I think that was Rory Murphy just subscribed. Thank you. Hopefully it's going to be worth the wait. Adrillion Damage, we certainly hope so. We've had 48 people come through the stream. Half of you have disappeared thinking you're in the wrong place. I can assure you, you're not in the wrong place. They haven't started yet. We are waiting, and you will not miss a thing. I'm looking at the earnings report. I'm bringing out the audio. I can hear it. This is the music they're playing. There's the music. I'm just not letting you hear it because it's just the music, and it would get me copyright. Right, the stock has just dropped. At the moment, it's gone down to 804. I'm very disappointed at Virgin Galactic being late. This is not good for them at all. We can all make mistakes, but a company should be on time. No question. I always tell you the truth. Here we go. It's faded out again. And they brought it up again. Subscribe. Peru Invest. Thank you ever so much indeed. Just subscribe. Look at that. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much indeed for subscribing. That was Peru Invest. Thank you so much indeed. Smash the like button. We are waiting for the earnings report to start. It hasn't yet begun. Subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll bring it to you with a live debate at the end. Smash the like button. Let's get the 20 likes before the actual meeting broadcast begins. Smash the like button if you can. We've got 19 likes. They're playing background music right now. This is the music they're playing. There you go. There's the feed. It's coming through. Everything's as it should be. You should go over the earnings report on air. A good way to learn financial reports, especially if this is your #1 stock holding. Well, we're going to listen in. I haven't got the way I do these is we listen in and we discuss at the end at market. But thank you for the suggestion. The more it drops in the $7 range, the more we buy the dip and sell the rip and hold for long term. Meta swipe, spot on there. Spot on. I was 80% down on this stock, and I've managed to get my loss down now to 4%. As you can see on the screen, there it is. A loss of 4%. I was 80% down. And I started with 15 stocks, and I now owe 1,500, all from making profits without having to put any more money in. That's how I've done it. And we're still waiting for Virgin Galactic's earnings reports. I hope they start with an apology. I certainly would start with an apology. If you're late, you owe your customers and your audience an apology. Blimey, the telephone has been reinvented for years. Just pick up one and talk. I know. It's actually unforgivable. I wonder why this is. It does feel like it's nearing a bottom. 660 is my target before any long positions from me. Okay. Okay, the music's faded out again. And it's playing again. This is the music. Wow. Very disappointing. If I was in charge of Virgin Galactic now, I'd be very, very angry. No one else covering this, thanks. You're very, very welcome. You're very, very welcome. We cover all the major earnings reports, things that all my team are interested in. And Peru Invest, you're welcome. We go live every day, opening and closing bell. My name is Martyn Lucas, the World Piano Man. This is my TV studio where we are right now. I'll show you the back of the studio. And I've just literally come hot foot from a Dallas gig, raising money for charity. Raised $100,000 this afternoon for the Northwood ladies. You've all seen Dallas Housewives? That's what I've been doing this afternoon. This is my TV studio, Peru Invest. And every evening, and I do concerts and live events. And then by daytime, I trade. I was voted by Elton John as the World Piano Man, and we're just waiting for the event to start. If they go into $6 range, I will definitely be buying more. We're just waiting for the earnings report to start. This is a record now. This is an absolute record. Unbelievable that this is happening. Peru Invest, well, you're waiting, and anybody else is waiting. All my members already know. If you look on the homepage of my channel, you will see my of the Day Trader. You will see that my other channel at the top, Martyn Lucas, and that's where I do my live music. And you can click on there and you can see my other channel. Dan, I hope it's worth the wait. Welcome, Dan. Thanks for being here. Click the thumbs up and give us a subscribe and ring the bell. My name is Martyn Lucas, World Piano Man, and we're waiting to do... the music's fading out. And it's back up again. Look, this is the music. This is what we're hearing, and they keep teasing us with it. I'm the biggest Virgin Galactic fan in the world, but this is very, very unimpressive. It's not good at all. Oh, Dan just subscribed as well. We got another subscriber. Thank you ever so much indeed. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you all the subscribers that are coming in tonight. In July 2021, and successfully completed first fully crewed spaceflight, Unity 22, which fulfilled test objectives, including evaluating the cabin and customer experience. Thank you, Rory. You may remember I actually did Rocket Man for Sir Richard Branson live on my show, Elton John song, and he watched it. It was sent to his Twitter account and he watched it. If you'd like that, go and check it out on my YouTube channel. And I'm really glad he enjoyed it. Millionaires are made in a bull market, and billionaires are made in today's now bear market. That Russia for the thanks Russia for the discounts. Rory, do you feel like the earnings report was weak? I am really surprised it bounced on such a limited guidance. No, I'm not surprised at all, because we're looking to the future. If you know Richard Branson, like I do personally, you know what he's capable of. You know what's going to happen. He's done it before, time and time and time again. Let me turn my camera around. I was just showing our guests the TV studio. Bring it back here. If he offered you a free seat, would you go, Martin? Yes, I'd go tomorrow in a heartbeat. Absolutely right. I'd pay for a seat. Have you ever partied with Branson? I've been I've done a gig where he's been there. So I guess so. I was entertainment at an event where he was there. I know Branson personally. I know what he's like. Okay. Music faded and started again. It's on a loop. We're still waiting for it to start. This is very disappointing. I apologise to all of you. What I can assure you, we are bringing you it. We are listening in. We have the audio playing. And we enhance the audio as well. So the telephone calls, which I don't understand why they always sound so terrible, I enhance them as much as I can. But they are telephone sounds. Think it bounced because mainly the cash flow, and after taking such a beating during the day, think mainly traders playing the earnings. Yes, I think so. If you just tuned in, welcome. My name is Martyn Lucas, World Piano Man Day Trader. And those of you that are waiting right now, let me give you some free stuff. I have the all links button. We have the Instagram, the TikTok channel, the Twitter channels, all of that stuff, and free stocks and shares to give away from my sponsors, free prizes to give away. Every Friday we give cash prizes away and actual prizes. There are the all links button. If you'd like to be involved, here is the invitation to join. If you'd like to be a member of my channel, support me, I will support you. And we've calculated what you invest as a member to this channel, you get back tenfold. Everybody will ask any of our members, is it worth being a member? Whatever level you pay for, you get back 10 times what you pay. Whether you're a bronze member, silver, gold, or even a sponsor member, you get back more than you pay to be a member. This is a community here to support people. I love raising money for charities, helping people, support people, and giving people value. That's my goal, is just to be here doing this. I love it. In between my shows and my in-person gigs, this is what I love to do. So whatever you spend, you get back 10 times. With all kinds of things, whether it's cash, gifts, free giveaways. The music's faded again and back up again. Now, it did say I am a silver member. I have had 120 worth so far after 2 months. There you go. Plus the sponsorship, the promotions. There's so much, and so much more coming. More sponsors coming in all the time. Has anybody received their Melinda sauce yet? Have you received your Melinda sauce? If you just tuned in and you're waiting for the earnings report, it is coming. We are waiting for it to start. Virgin Galactic are delayed. It did say 4 p.m. But I will tell you something. I wonder if that was a mistake. Because these earnings are always normally at 4:30 Central. Normally at 4:30. And I'm surprised that it was at 4 o'clock. But they said 4 o'clock, so I went live in time. And It said on the information I'm looking at here, 4 p.m. That's the information is now gone because we're now playing the stream. And it just says we're ready to go. Do you think Chamath leaving was a good thing or a bad omen? I don't think it's anything at all. Directors leave all the time. People get replaced all the time. Do not. Virgin Galactic is the idea, and Richard Branson and the organisation of Virgin. It's not Chamath. Not at all. I don't see Chamath building rockets and inventing things, and no, not at all. Okay. Do you think Chamath leaving? No, I don't see it's a bad omen whatsoever. It's very unpopular. Not a lot of people like him. The Queen of Self-Braiding is here. No source yet. Okay, keep me posted. Virgin Galactic will host a conference call to discuss the results, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. That's exactly what I have. Right, it's faded out again. And it's back. Here is the music. This is what's being played through to me. And it says, Virgin Galactic Holdings, Q4 2021 earnings. Thank you for your patience. The meeting will begin shortly. So all we can do is wait. Very frustrating because people are coming in thinking that we're in the wrong place. Well, we're not. Stick with us. You are in the right place. Thank you very much indeed. We're now up to 2,318 subscribers. We've just gained 4 during the show. Thank you for that. Thank you for your support. We're live every morning for the opening and closing bell. Every day. And of course, we bring you the breaking news of Russia as well. And if you are a member, if I can invite anyone here, here's the invitation to become a member. If you become a member, I will do you a live concert, a fundraiser gig. Raised 100 grand today, by the way, for a Dallas charity. We've done online fundraisers. Members, you get those benefits. If you're a business, you want to sponsor my channel, you can sponsor for $99. If you've just tuned in, we are waiting. You are in the right place. Virgin Galactic are not yet playing the earnings. They're just playing background music, which I am receiving. So you're in the right place. The market is moving up again. It's on 814 right now. And here is the all links button. I invite you all to go and join my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, all those things. We are just waiting. There's nothing we can do. 62 people have been through the stream so far. So 40 have thought to themselves, we're in the wrong place. Well, you're not. Virgin Galactic are not playing. Okay, it's faded out again for the 10th time. And we're back again. So there we go. It is what it is. The stock is now up 4.35 in the after hours. I guess no news, good news. There is that way of looking at it. Of course, there's still over half an hour left. People who could buy into the market. Now, what do you make of this? What do you make of this? Is this for a reason? Because people can still buy and sell the stock for half an hour. If they report and it's like disastrous, we could all sell out. What's everyone's opinion? Let me ask a poll. Martin, don't laugh. You know I added another 50 contracts at the hair salon. When I came, I took a nap outside in my lanier and slept through the closing. So I still have 104 contracts. Oh, you give me that. I got to laugh at that. Oh, I'm sorry. You call yourself a day trader. I'm going to laugh at that all day long. Do you think SpaceX is big competition? No, they've got no interest in doing space tourism. And if they did, it'd be 20 million a ticket. It's much, much more expensive. Virgin Galactic is a much more efficient way of going into space. Regular people cannot afford SpaceX or Blue Shepard. It's in its millions. You can fly into space, day out, quick day out, and you can, 500,000 people can afford that. I'd pay 10 grand. I'd pay 10 grand today. I mean, that's how much money I could spend on it. I mean, I'm being honest. If I had 10 grand, I would do it. especially if they're talking about round the world flights in Starship. Yes. I don't know anything about that. I don't think that's Elon Musk's. That could be a lot of FUD. Elon Musk has said many times there is no interest. He has no interest in space tourism. Okay, it's faded out. Are we going to do it now? No. I thought for a minute we were going to do it. We're waiting for Virgin Galactic. If you just tuned in, Virgin Galactic's live earnings is delayed. We are waiting. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's ask you, let's create a poll. Will the stock go up or down tomorrow? Okay, so we're going to give you the option of up and we're going to give you the option of down. Will the stock go up or down tomorrow? Here is the poll in the chat right now. Dan, Chamath helped them to come the public sooner. There was supposed to be a deal with the Saudis, but that didn't work. Richard would have done it on his own, but would take longer to come to the market. Yeah, well, neither here or there to me. Richard Branson, I mean, how many businesses has Richard Branson brought to market? I mean, seriously. Virgin Music, Virgin Airlines, Virgin Trains, Virgin Cruises, Virgin Banking. I'm sure that there's loads more. That's what I can think off the top of my head. But there we go. If you just tuned in, thank you ever so much for the subscription. If you want to be a member to our channel, here is the all links button. We give lots and lots away every Friday on the opening bell. We're live every day for the opening and closing bell. We give away prizes. We give away cash. When we hit 100,000 subscribers, which will be we're under 12 months, I'm going to give away a $1,000 cash prize. We give away prizes every Friday. He needs no help. Yeah, I totally agree, Mark. Richard Branson has no issue with bringing a company to market at all. Music's fading out. Nothing yet. That's the background music you just heard there. Absolutely nothing we can do about it right now. He needs no help. You're absolutely right. We're looking at the price. As soon as they come to you, split vote. 50-50 so far. Think it will go up. As not burning cash as much. Net loss 81 million compared to 104 million net loss in the fourth quarter. Yeah. And that money coming in now. I think it'll go up. Well, obviously, I think it'll go up. It's kind of obvious. Why would I have $12,000 invested in it if I thought it was going to go down? I mean, kind of obvious, right? I wouldn't be investing in it if I thought it was going to go down. We're waiting. I'm listening to the background music. This is actually... We're going to find out now if it was an error. If they go live at 4:30 as the time reports normally go, then somebody gave the wrong information. See, I would have said it would be 4:30. They're always 4:30. Everyone that we've done has been 4:30. So... I'm expecting it to go live at 4:30 now. Look, we've got 45 seconds to go, and then someone gave out the wrong information. That would be what I would guess. But that purely is a guess. Because if they're half an hour late, I mean, that's unbelievable. You've got investors all over the world tuning in, and you're late. I mean, seriously? Right. 20 seconds to go. Yes, got to be an error. So let's see. Let's see if it goes live at 4:30. Oh, there we go. It's fading out. Oh, back in again. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Will it go live now? We are 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern. I feel like it's Apollo 13. We're waiting. That time has come and gone. and then all of a sudden they come out of the sky and everything's great. Normally these reports go late by a few seconds. So if it goes now, then I think it was an error. They were supposed to go live at 4:30. If not, we are now 30 minutes late. That is unheard of. There is no information. No information at all. I am going to go to Twitter now, and I'm going to look at Virgin Galactic's channel and see, because at the very least they should post something. Right, I'm typing in Virgin Galactic. Here we go. Virgin Galactic. Let's have a look. I'm on Virgin Galactic's TikTok channel. Sorry, TikTok. Twitter account. It just says the earnings report. February 22nd. And it says, if you've just tuned in, we are in the right place. Oh, I've got the full information here. I can share with everybody. Houston, we have a problem. Yes. And the music's fading out again. And it's back. All right. I've actually got the information here. I can actually share it with everybody. So we can actually show you right now. I'll bring it up here as an extra page to look at. There we go. This is the earnings report right here. These are the results. We can zoom in and look at that shortly. You are in the right place if you've just tuned in for the earnings reports. There it is. The full information is there. We will discuss that if there's no other way of getting information, which would be unheard of. I've never heard of that. Let's see what some of the comments are to this. No one's making a comment. No one's commenting. I'm absolutely amazed. There's nothing on Twitter at all. Nothing on Twitter announcing that this is late. Even on my TV, it's too small to read. Yeah, I can zoom in. I would zoom in for that. There's no information why they're late. Nothing at all. And very few people are even commenting. Well, I'm absolutely speechless. Absolutely speechless. Absolutely speechless about this. The price is holding. Would you buy, or do you have SpaceX? You can't buy SpaceX. You can only buy it through an ETF. You can't actually directly buy SpaceX. You'd have to be through a management company, and SpaceX does not appear on the stock market. You can't actually trade it. It's for institutions only, private investors. We can't actually, retail investors like us, we can't buy it. I absolutely would. I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I'm gobsmacked. There's nothing on Virgin Galactic. Nothing. If anyone sees anything, would you please share it with me? But we are scouring now multiple sources, and there's no information. If you were offered, I meant. Oh yeah, yes. Totally. Without a shadow of a doubt. We're keeping an eye on Twitter. There's no information at all. And the music's coming to the end again. Well, dear oh dear, talk about trying to keep it going. I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going, because obviously I need to hear from our sponsors. I'm going to click the ad. It plays an ad. 10 seconds, you can skip it. Are you ready? If you see an ad now, just skip it. Here it comes. Here it comes now. Skip the ad, come right back. Okay, hopefully you're back with me again. And we're still waiting for the earnings. And there's still no information. The moment they bring it to you, I will bring it to you. And we are just waiting now for the earnings to begin. Didn't even have to skip because there was no ad. Well, the reason, if you didn't see an ad, it was because either you're on an iPad, you're on an iPhone, you are on a YouTube Premium, or you've got an ad blocker. The ads will come during shows, once the show's is processed on those devices. But during a live show, if the creator pushes out the ad, which obviously I want to do to try and earn some money, you won't see it unless you are, if you're on one of those devices and situations. Okay, if you're on a computer with no ad blocking, you will see an ad. I would be interested in your view of the highlights of the report and figures on the investors page. But we'll have a look at it. You're right, got premium. There you go. Well, I still get paid though. I earn about 1 cent per person per ad. So if you saw one ad today, see, your premium would have basically taken that 1 cent and given it to me. You didn't have to see the ad, but it did at the money that you pay, it would have come to me. So it's normally about 60% goes to Google and YouTube. So it was obviously about $1.60 was created, and for my demographic and my audience, and I end up with sorry, not $1.60, 1.6 cents. And I get the 1 cent per person. That depends on where you're from, and it depends on your demographic and so on. But financial channels in Australia are the highest in the world. The second is America. Right, the music has faded out again. And it's back. Okay. Well, what can I say about this? This was supposed to be an easy night tonight. I've had a big gig today. I'm completely wiped out. And I said to Lee, the earnings reports are great. I just sit back and listen and relax, and everybody listens in. And then we talk at the end. But tonight, unfortunately, I've been talking now for nearly coming up to an hour. Didn't expect this to be the case tonight, but there we go. What can I say? I'm absolutely gobsmacked there's no news on Twitter. I'm on their Twitter page now and their website, and there is nothing at all. It's interesting. If you didn't laugh, you'd cry, right? Yeah. I'm listening to earnings right now, you guys. Must have a bad signal. No, there's no bad signal. I'm on their feed. I'm listening to earnings right now, you guys. Must have a bad signal. There's no way. I am in the earnings report. And it wouldn't be playing the music. I'm hearing the music. Listen. Yeah, I'm playing the music. I wouldn't be hearing the music if I wasn't getting the feed. I can assure you I'm bringing you the... Oh, hang on a minute. Something's just started.
Build rate for the spaceships, and then maybe one of the motherships, and so you're positive cash flow with that level of capex, or is the idea that you're through the capex at that point? Thanks.
Sure, I'll take that. Good question, Miles. So we actually have a range of options of how much to lean into that growth. But the scenarios all kind of point to the same general outcome, which is cash flow positive. You know, is the scenario we end up with here for the company in 2026, regardless of that number of ships. So we can get there with a more moderate number of ships, or we can continue to invest and we still cross over because of the rapid increase in the revenue and the profits that come from that, which starts to far outweigh the ongoing investment. With that said, what we see is at that stage in our life cycle, because we've invested in all this NRE and the factory capacity and the spaceport and everything, there are real benefits to continuing to invest and leaning into that growth trajectory, because the incremental profits from each added vehicle are really very attractive. So the further we go, the further it moves us on that profit curve. So our likely case is to continue to lean into that and invest in additional fleet expansion. And,
Okay.
and I would add,
And there's one other.
at that point, we would be looking to this next spaceport too. So just continuing that trajectory, we would have. Yeah, I saw it coming. So we would have the factory capacity ready to keep producing spaceships. We would like to leverage that, and that would be kind of the after we populate the first spaceport, we'd be looking to continue those efficiencies and then populate the second spaceport and get the economies of scale on that second spaceport.
Okay. And I think you answered that one. So the only other one I had was for the first 1,000 spacefarers, are you through that entire lot by the end of 2026 at this point, based on your plan?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm probably Doug's looking at me, I'm looking at Doug. I believe we will, we've probably given you enough data out there to track this. So we do expect our current fleet will be flying 3 times a month as we get going in having Imagine come in the first half of 23. So that gives you kind of a sense of growth until we get our first Delta out. We think the first Delta, again, we're trying to have a balance here, Miles. It's not appropriate to give guidance in multi-year places in the human spaceflight program, but we also want to share some of our internal planning, objectives, horizons. So we believe we are building our own kind of build out and project plan to see the first Delta coming out with research flights, revenue driving research flights at the end of 25, moving into private astronauts in 26. So you can start to do some of that math on where the numbers will play. I would just flag that as you start to then bring in Deltas on a much more accelerated ramp up, and again, with a weekly flight cadence and 6 seats per, we very quickly start to hit bigger numbers there. So anything that's not, I'd say, quite taken up by that 26 period would be done very quickly thereafter.
Okay. Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Walton. Our next question comes from the line of Greg Conrad with Jefferies. Please go ahead.
Good evening. Can you just maybe talk about the 6-year production for Delta? You talked about that as a peak. What's the timing of making that decision, and what kind of drives peak rate, and how did maybe the economics of the spaceship change at 6 a year versus maybe a lower rate?
So we use and just to make sure I heard the question correctly, you're talking about the number of ships per year that we would use in our final assembly facility?
Exactly, production of Delta.
So we definitely want to have kind of our supply chain and our final assembly plan able to handle that cadence. And the reason is, as Doug mentioned, when we've invested the NRE upfront, from what our plans show, we were going to have very attractive flight economics on a per vehicle basis. So scaling that is really strong, and the economics support that approach. So up to 6 is an interesting balance. It allows us to take the first year and a half of that and kind of finish out or top off Spaceport America from a fleet standpoint. And then that allows us to get to then a second spaceport. And, you've got now at the fast end, probably 1.5 to 2 years to top that one out. And then you could go to the next and the next spaceports. At some point, you start to come back around again to just continue to update the fleets over time. And so where we say up to 6, they're really easy break points of, you can run at 4 if we would prefer, or at 6, just from a shifting standpoint there, and still take great kind of leverage off the tooling we've put in place and the lines we've put in place. So it gives us the ability to pace a little bit with our demand, but as we've continued to say so far, we feel demand is going to outstrip supply for quite a while. So we don't need to overdo it. I think that gives us a solid pace. We definitely believe that the people who fly with us up front will want to fly in other locations and have word of mouth that will drive that. But we also think it's important to go to other locations in the world. I just think that will bring in both heavier localized markets as well, but also variety. And I just think we're going to build a great lifetime value with our existing customers who want to go and have different places they can see the world from space. So this gives us good flexibility, and I think allows us to just kind of pace that as we see demand and as we choose to invest in the speed of growth.
And then this might be pushing it a little bit too much, but I mean, appreciate the long-term business model. I mean, I think you talked about 30% EBITDA margins, free cash flow positive in 2026. I mean, as you ramp, is there any way to think about a conversion relative to EBITDA and maybe some of the offsets, whether it's working capital or CapEx, and how we kind of think about EBITDA converting to free cash flow as you kind of get scale?
I'm trying to make sure I understand your question when you talk about converting. Can you repeat the question?
Just, EBITDA converts at, 50% free cash flow or 100% EBITDA to free cash flow conversion. Just trying to think about, bridging EBITDA conversion, the 30% margin, to maybe what the free cash flow potential is.
Yeah, I think, that question is related to the pace of growth, right? As we continue to move quickly into additional spaceports, obviously we'd use some of that free cash flow into the fleet itself. To the degree we choose to go a little slower in there, then you're going to see more flowing through and truly being free. So I think it is, as we said, it's premature to guide. We're not trying to guide here. We're trying to give some awareness into our own internal planning. So probably, as you said, probably too much of a stretch at this moment. But I do think, as Doug said, we see really strong returns as we come out. We've made the investments in the non-recurring engineering. The demand remains strong. This is really where we look about how do we deploy our capital. What does that look like from a shareholder return basis? That feels like we will want to lean into that. So I think, we'll be trying to do so in a self-managed way by that point. But I think there's a lot of opportunity and upside for us as we do.
That might add regarding the timing of the EBITDA. So when I was referring to EBITDA as potentially being over 30%, that's as we start to get utilization, good utilization of the spaceport. So as you think about multiple Delta class spaceships, populating Spaceport America, you're starting to get some good utilization going. It doesn't have to be fully utilized, but well utilized. You start to get that kind of scale going. That's when you get those, the free cash flow being positive and the EBITDA approaching those percentages I talked about.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Conrad. There are no additional questions waiting at this time. That concludes the Virgin Galactic's fourth quarter and full year 2021 earnings conference call. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. You may now disconnect your lines.
Goodbye.
So there we go. What do you think of that? Obviously there was some error there, delay, and it came all of a sudden it came through. So we got it to in the end. I would like to see if we were able to pick up and replay part of that. Let's have a look, see if there's a repeat. It's not showing right now. But one thing I really, really like, did you notice the 250 seats left to sell out of the 1,000? That's fantastic. The stock didn't like that conference call. No, it didn't. It didn't. I managed to sell my 200 extra shares and bring it down to 1,500. So I trimmed off, took some profit there. I like the fact that they are now branching out to other spaceports around the world. One of those is close to me over there in my house in Cornwall, literally 5 minutes from my house. It was short because it sort of came in. I think some of it was chopped off. They were playing the audio, and I think some of it was chopped off. Let's welcome some of our guests in today. We had a guest coming from Dennis Poirier from Sydney, Canada. Welcome, Dennis. Would everyone please welcome him in, please? Click subscribe and ring the bell, Dennis, if you're first time here. We're live here every morning for the opening and closing bell. You look familiar. I'm sure Dennis has been here before. Subscribe and ring the bell. Whoopsie-daisy. Subscribe and ring the bell. There it is. And give us a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Please do that and give us a thumbs up. There we go. We've got 22 likes. So what do you think? Do you think the stock will be up tomorrow? 50-50. How many votes did we get? 22 votes. 11. Oh, it's split right down the middle. No one really knows. 11 out of 11. So there we go. There was the Virgin Galactic report. It wasn't complete. There was some audio issues at the beginning. I'm sure we can bring it all up though. But the point I liked, one of the best things I liked about it was the fact that they've only got 250 seats left. That means they've sold 750 seats at $250,000. And more, 450,000. I mean, that to me is testimony right there. Slightly more say it's going to go up in the morning. Great. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's welcome everybody in. I think we may get a bounce in the morning, then sell off towards the end of the day. Market profit, that's good. Well, that's the Craig Dennis. The earnings report doesn't say that many. Yes, it does. I was showing on the screen. I was showing you on the screen. It absolutely did say that. It said. Did you see it on the screen? I was showing you. On the screen, it said 250 seats left out of the 1,000. That's what it said live on the screen. If you rewind the video, you can see I was sharing that. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do is I will rewind the video and share it with you. Hang on a minute. Let's go back. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Let's bring it up. Oh, there we go. Right, let me pause that. Okay, I will share the bottom screen with you. Look, if I share with you the bottom screen, here we go. Look at this. So it clearly does state it here. Look, zoom in here. This was my video just a few moments ago. But look, 250 seats remaining within the first 1,000. Priority list to follow. There it is. 250 seats remaining within the first 1,000, which means they must have sold 750. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how it reads to me. Let's have a look. What are you saying? I saw 250 seats elsewhere. There you go. Timeline for all the 1,000 flights complete until 2026. Doesn't give much hope for the future cash flow in short term. Yeah, 250. There you go. Which is very different than what Market Profit was saying earlier was reported. But I was confident that people would buy it, and they have. 750 people have bought it. So as far as I'm concerned, that's great news. All right. The earnings report doesn't say that many seats. Well, we've just gone over that one. It's in the presentation on IR page. Yep, 250. Yep, it's all there. So there we go. Market profit says, I think we'll get a bounce in the morning and then sell off towards the day. If we get a bounce in the morning, that's fine. You've all heard me say over and over and over and over again, I will keep trimming off the top. Okay, I will keep trimming off the top. So I'm now down to 1,500 shares. It's clearly obvious there's going to be the next test flight, or in fact, not next test flight, but the actual first commercial flight will be at the end of in the last quarter, Q4 of this year. So later on in the year, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, from October time, excuse me for that, from October to December will be the flight. So we've got until October. But of course, once that flight gets advertised, so somewhere in the region of August, September, the market will start going up on it. That doesn't mean to say that it's going, it's going to start moving up before then, but that's when it will start to really move. So if we wake up tomorrow morning and it's up to sort of 8.50, 9, I'll sell some off the top. I'll just keep making profits on the way up and then buy the dips. That's how I'm going to do it. But that's 250 seats only over the next 4 years. Yeah, over the next 4 years, I mean, that's going to increase though, right? That's just where we are right now. They're going to ramp up capacity. You heard them say that they are going to build spaceports in other parts of the world, which I think is a great idea. There'll be plenty of hype in August, September. Yes, they will. So I would expect that's how long you got to wait. So what you got to do now is decide, is your money better elsewhere? Is your money better somewhere else, or are you okay leaving it where it is and holding and waiting? That's what you have to decide. I'm going to go back now and just read some comments here. Market Profit says, I just read it in the presentation. On the presentation, I read that earnings report wrong. Thanks for the... No worries, mate. No worries. I'm actually quite thrilled that I'm right for a change, because you're normally right on most things. But tonight, I was just going off my gut, because I know that people will pay for it. I know people will fly. I know people will do it. I've got friends who will pay this money. I've got people I know who will pay this money. I would go tomorrow, but I don't have that sort of money. I'm not a millionaire, not even flipping close. But I would be more than happy to spend 10, 20 grand on it, and that's a lot of my money. But I would do that. If I would do that, I'm sure multimillionaires would be more than happy to pay 450,000. Anyway, that ends our report tonight. Thank you very much for being part of it. I'm sorry and disappointed that we wasn't unable to bring in the audio the way we'd like. We were playing the music, and all of a sudden it just started. So there was obviously some technical glitch there, but nevertheless, thanks for sticking with me. It's on my bucket list. Have we got any more comments before we close? Because I think it's time for me to go and have a nap. It's been a long, long day for me. Next best place to get a selfie. Yeah, everybody. Who's going to do a TikTok in space? Hello, this is me on a spaceship, and this is a picture of me looking out the window at the ground. Very fantastic. Anyway, tomorrow, of course, we'll be back for the opening bell. Please join us live in the morning. We got a great number of people still with us right now, but I am going to end the show. Play Claire de Lune. Play Claire de Lune. Cheers for streaming. You're very, very welcome. Dennis is asking for some music. Not on tonight's show, I won't. If that's all right with you, Dennis. It's been a very long day today. I did a fundraiser in-person concert today and raised $100,000 plus for local charities. So it's been a long day. That's why there was no closing bell today. Right, I'm back in the morning. I've trimmed back a little bit. I've sold 200 shares tonight on the bounce. It wasn't a particularly exciting earnings report. We knew it wouldn't be. The next one is the one to look for obvious reasons, of course, because now we'll start having the real money coming in. But right now, there's not a great deal to get excited about. Of course, at the moment, Russia is kicking everything down. So I'll see you all back. Let's end the poll. Up just over half. Look at that. There we go. End the poll. There it is. So it's pretty much 50-50 on the button. All right. That's it. Thank you ever so much for tuning in tonight. Let me just scale back the ticker. turn that off, get ready for bed. Have a safe evening. Rory, thank you ever so much, everyone that subscribed and followed me. We're live in the morning for the opening bell, as we are every morning. Subscribe and ring the bell. There it is. Give us a thumbs up. And thank you very much for being here. That's it from me. I'll see you all back in the morning. Until then, let me turn my music off. Let me pause the music. Let me say goodbye. That's it. Just leaves me to say, take care of yourselves and each other.